Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Town. Here we are back for another one of our World of Tanks videos. And today we're going to be playing in the Bisonte C45, that Italian tier 8 heavy premium. And you can see there in our lovely 3D style. Now this is a replay and we're going to be watching us achieve an ace tanker. Now we don't get ace tankers very often, so I thought it's good to make a video just to see how the battle went. Now, in terms of what we're using on the Bisonte, we've got vents, we've got vertical stabilizers, and that improved aiming unit, doing our best to improve the gun handling as much as possible. We're carrying a mix of both normal, premium, and HE shells, and we're using basic consumables in terms of our first aid kit and repair kit. However, I do always use an automatic fire extinguisher. They don't often go off, and they're only 20,000 credits, so I actually on pretty much every tank always use that, even on ones where I'm trying to earn credits like on this Bisonte. So you can see here with the match, we're on Erlenberg, and it's all tier 8s. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gents. This is the best way to play World of Tanks if you're lucky enough to get in a match where everybody is the same tier, so pretty lucky with that. However, what we can see is we've got 4 light tanks and a good mix there of tank destroyers, mediums, and plenty of heavy tanks. Without further ado, let's jump into the battle.
Time to roll out.
So you've got 2 options as heavy tanks here. You either go down the road straight away, where we are now, down the 5 line, or you push across the bridge. Now my intention this time is, as we try and get across here, and I am being a little bit greedy, pushing in front of people, but time and speed is of the essence if you are making this play. If you are too slow coming down here, you will get caught out by enemies on the other flank. I'm trying to get round this Ferdinand as quickly as possible. Ferdinand there coming round, so yeah, a bit greedy, but I really feel it's necessary to do that on this flank. So we are immediately going to be spotted by that EBR, and we just keep pushing as hard and as fast as we can, trying to use as much of that sort of hillside to get us through without taking too much damage. We spot the Renegade and we're able to push, and we're able to get into position here. Yes, we are, without taking any damage, so that's a good start. And this is a good position to start from because you can put pressure down here and you can play hull down very, very easily. And here comes the Renegade. We're going for his cupola. We see it, we get a shot on it, and we're able to connect with his cupola. We look to see if he over-angles. He doesn't. We're going to see if his cupola's exposed there. No, it's not, but we can see his lower plate, and unfortunately, we aren't able to connect. We get a 0 damage crit. So again, looking to see, is he going to expose the lower plate? Are we going to get a shot on that cupola? Is he going to over-angle? At the moment, no, we're not getting any joy there. And you can see we are just using our regular rounds, trying to not spend too many credits. So the Ferdinand gets a shot and is able to take his track, and we're able to get a shot into the neck there between his turret and his hull, and then he turns, he gets and we get another shot into him, unfortunately, and we go deep into the magazine at this point, which isn't the best way to maintain your DPM, but it was worth a shot. But again, another 0 damage crit, foiling us, and that Renegade there being lucky twice. So what have we got coming back next? We've got an AMX 65T there and a 252U. We've got support from the Samur, but that Ferdinand that was supporting us has now been destroyed. So AMX 65T is exposing the side of his turret, and we're able to get a shot right into the side of the turret. And you can see there his hull pretty strong, but we were able to find the weak spot and make the shot. And again, going deep into the magazine, but because we're playing a bit of sort of this hull down gameplay, you kind of got to take those opportunities. So if you can get a double shot, it's definitely worth doing it, even if you go in deep into the magazine and hurt your DPM. But what we're doing is now we're waiting for that second shell to load before we start looking for another shot on that 65T. So far, it's a relatively even game. We're up by 1 tank, but they have over 1,000 hit points more than we do. And we're now going to come back and see if we can do something about this 65T. But oh, look at this. TNH comes around the corner. We've got a full magazine. And we're able to get a second shot, and we take his track out, exactly what we're looking for. And we get that third shot again, going all the way into the magazine, because I know that 65T is going to come out and he's going to put pressure on me. And so far, we're able to to put up to 2,500 damage without taking any damage in return. 65T now has been destroyed along with the Renegade, but the game remains balanced at 6-all. So we're just waiting for our magazine to go into our second shell, and now we're going to start looking to make a play. And I'm thinking, which way do I go here? Actually, this is probably a good place to start. We know we're going to be in cover all the way down here, and we know there's a Progetto there up on the hill that could shoot down onto us, so we're going to have to be careful of him. So we come around the corner here, and yep, there's a 274A up there, as well as a Progetto, and he does manage to get a shot onto us. But we've got plenty of hit points at this point, and we're going to keep putting pressure on these tanks. Unfortunately, the Samua does make a play at the same time as me, which then makes a bit of a problem because we just end up choking each other up on these narrow streets. We're going to come around the corner, see if we can get a shot into the 252, but the 252 is destroyed by the Samua SM, and we're going to go after this TNH straight into the front of the TNH, and we're able to destroy him. And what's this? Oh, we've got a Ferdinand coming round to play now as well. We're coming up to 3 rounds in the magazine, and we're going to see if we can catch him out. And he is ready for us. Go for his track. We're able to take the track, and we finish him off there, going all the way into the magazine again, but that was worth it to get the kill. So he is now destroyed as well. So currently now up to 3,600 direct damage. And still plenty of hit points, but the game still remains fairly close. One advantage we do have in this game, of course, is we do have our heavies. The flip side to that is they have much better spotting than us with those light tanks, and with RHM support, that could be quite tricky. So we know the 274A was up on the hill along with that Progetto. That WZ132 has managed to spot us out from behind and gets a shot. So we're going to move around the corner and try and find ourselves some cover where we try and decide what we're going to do next. The RHM was up here, and he'd be a very good target to take out, but I've just seen a tree fall just at the edge of the river there, and I wonder who that is. Is it a light tank, or is it the RHM looking to escape into the trees? And we don't know at this point. And there goes another tree falling down. So it looks like somebody's almost trying to make themselves a base location. And we initially clicked the wrong location, but we're able to correct ourselves. Now we're going to come here and just poke out, see if we get spotted, see what's out there. And we have to, this is the bit where I just don't want to take a big gamble or a big risk. We've lost half our hit points. That RHM could absolutely wreck the remaining of our hit points. So we don't want to make a big mistake when the game is so close. So what I'm thinking about now is, maybe if we come around this way, we could find a shot on that Progetto. So we're going to come around here, and rather than knock the wall down, we're going to use these trees, if we don't run into a pile of rubble on the floor, and see if we can get a couple of shots. And yes, that Progetto is out there. We're looking at his lower plate there, and we're able to get one shot into him. There's his turret, and we aren't able to get the second one. We have to be careful now. We do know that 274A is still up there somewhere, and we have been spotted. Though with that shot, we were now able to get our first mark of excellence on this tank, having now reached 65%. So we're now to 4,000 direct damage, and oh my word, the RHM, he came out of his hiding place and he's come straight after us. Now, I have no option here but to put a lot of pressure on him while he is reloading. We've got a full magazine. He's got himself in a point where I can play hold down. He manages to bounce, and we're now got a really big opportunity to finish him off as he bounces a critical shot, and we're able to destroy the RHM. The Progetto is down, the 274A is down, and it's only 2 light tanks left. So far, and there goes the WZ132, just the M41 left, and we've got ourselves to a point with 3 kills, 5,100 direct damage. Excuse me. Right, so we've just got to find that last light tank, and that wraps up the game. So overall, there you go. That is the Bisonte. Say, not playing it in this particular case, not playing it to maximise the DPM. Whether that was right or wrong in this case, I did kind of feel like we had the opportunity, and I do find that in city fights where you've got to maximise that limited exposure time you get of enemy tanks which are playing behind buildings and walls and so on in a hull down scenario. And we get that final one as well, taking us to 4 kills. Where we go deep into the magazine, we hurt the DPM, but we do get the maximum number of shots before either another tank pops out or until the enemy tank we're shooting at goes back behind the building and goes hull down. So overall, I kind of felt in this particular case it was right to go all the way deep into that third shell in the magazine. So it hurt the DPM, but we did maximise the damage there, and I think that was the right thing to do in this case. So there we go, and that was enough for an ace tank on this tank, over 1,500 XP in this game, and well over 100,000 credits. So pretty happy with that, given that we're playing this to make credits, while also at the same time push that mark of excellence up. And as you can see, we managed to get our first mark in this game in this tank. If you enjoyed this game, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see more content from me, please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to do, and it means a lot for me. So thank you all for watching. You've been watching The Ghost Style, and tune back in for some more World of Tanks videos.